Good evening. How are we doing? We're going to give everybody about 2 more minutes and we'll get this thing started. Welcome to the stream. If we get to 150 people watching, I'm going to give away some Solana. Give away $50 of Solana to maybe 2 or 3 people. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hit that like button. It lets people know we are live on YouTube. We will kick this off here in 1 minute. Let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from, and we will start this thing in 1 minute. Good to see you guys. Hope you had a great Christmas. Feel free to send this out to anybody who's looking to get into crypto. I'm going to give some thoughts here in exactly 45 seconds. Let's get it. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Alrighty, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me, see me. Welcome. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Yes, I did get this beanie here for Christmas. It is 80 degrees over here in Miami, but all is good. I see you, Australia. I see you, Minnesota. Literally, we got people from everywhere. Belgium. Good to see you guys. So let's get into this. I haven't done a stream here in a little bit. We got a lot of stuff to go over. And also, go to mikesotero.com and make sure you guys are registered for my book club happening in January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And State of Crypto, I'm moving it from this week actually to January 3rd. It's going to be a really, really cool New Year's kickoff call. So let's talk about real quick Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin on Christmas Day. Okay, did everybody have a good Christmas? Did everybody have a good Christmas? Let me know. Let me know one cool thing that you got. I got this beanie right here. Got some other cool stuff, but can't take a look at all that stuff right now. But let me know in the chat if you got some cool stuff. Did anybody get some crypto? Did anybody give some crypto? I'm really curious to know. I gave some crypto. Didn't get any crypto. Maybe somebody will send me some crypto for Christmas. But anyways, I don't know what that is, Gary Network, but remind me after and I'll take a look at the chart. New Zealand in the building. Need the playlist. Yeah, it's just 12 hours of free background music. So take a look at this. Price of Bitcoin on Christmas, 25 cents, $4, $13, 690, 318, 455, 895, 13,000, 2017. Wow. 2018, not a good Christmas there. Down to 3K. Woo. 2018, who was here? 2019, 7K. Doubled, price doubled. 2020, price, what is that, a triple? 2021, price doubled. That was the Christmas 2021. You told your grandma, you told your friends, you told your family, you told your cousin who was underage to buy Bitcoin at 50,000. And then 1 year later, you had to see those people again at Thanksgiving and in Christmas. And that 2022 Christmas and Thanksgiving was probably a little bit awkward because Bitcoin was at 16,000. But guess what? 16,000 was the bottom. 2023, 43K. 2024, $98,000. Does anybody see a trend here? If you just buy and don't sell and just hold, you're probably going to be making some money here in the next couple of years with Bitcoin. Now, the question is what's going to happen more so where we're at? Well, here's what I do know. I do know we are going into a time. Let me make sure you guys can hear this. I do know we are going into a time where we have a new president coming in. You like him, you hate him, it really doesn't matter. Let's listen to what he just said recently about Bitcoin.
Overseas, I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
That was pre-election, and guess what? A lot of these politicians, you know, they never do what they say they're going to do, and the message has been pretty solid from the Trump camp after winning the election that one of the first things that they're going to do, take a look at this, Crypto 2025 Congress. They just announced here today that one of their first goals is to get regulation and to get this thing passed through crypto legislation in 2025. And they're going to focus on two things. One, they're going to focus on stable coins. Isn't it interesting, everybody? And if you just got on here, smash that like button. It lets people on YouTube know we're live. Isn't it interesting that Ripple, who actually just donated $5 more million to Trump's inauguration, interesting, just got a stable coin approved called RLUSD, even while there's still an ongoing lawsuit against them. Isn't that interesting? And then the FIT21 Act. Does anybody know what this is? I'm going to explain it to you real quick. Okay, the FIT21 Act is something that is super important, okay? This is a bill that's basically for the clarity of digital assets, okay? Security, commodity. The bill passed in the House, and we need the Senate to, to pass this as well. But this is where the CFTC would basically have more control over Bitcoin over the SEC. So we know a bunch of new people are coming in, and a lot of old people are about to get kicked out. Take a look at this. Bitwise just filed. This is so cool. Bitwise just filed for a Bitcoin Standard corporations ETF with the SEC. This is going to be a fund that aims to offer exposures to stocks of the companies that have adopted the Bitcoin standard with at least 1,000 BTC. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you why I think the market is about to flush. So that wasn't clickbait. I do think we could see a very, very big correction here coming very soon. So please pay attention here. Now, what is this going to do? This is going to create an incentive for publicly traded companies to hold what asset? BTC. Because Bitwise is saying is if you're a publicly traded company and you're holding 1,000 Bitcoins, so top 15. Now this is Japan, but all the US ones, for example, they would basically be in that ETF, which would actually help the stocks of all of these publicly traded companies. Look at this stuff. I mean, this guy's got 444,000 Bitcoin. 2% of the supply is never going to move because of MicroStrategy. And let's take a look real quick at MSTR stock. I had been sharing this with some of my students that if we fill this level right here, I'm going to move my alert a little bit up. That is where I will reposition into MicroStrategy here, closer to 292, and that is not financial advice. Speak to an advisor. Everything here is extremely risky, and you'll probably lose a lot of money. So I like that level for MicroStrategy, but this is really big news, okay? Bitwise is saying, hey, if you're in this industry and you're holding 1,000 Bitcoin, we basically want to promote your stock and we want to go raise money to help the crypto space. So massive move on Bitwise. We're going to start to hear about a Solana ETF in the US next month. I think the first deadline for Solana is on the 23rd. So don't be surprised if that whole narrative comes back, okay? Now, big conversation right here. Put it in the chat, BIG. BIG. We can look at the Bitcoin, individual monthly, but I want to look at the quarter, okay? I like quarters better than pennies, and I like crypto better than dollars. Let's take a look real quick at quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. In the financial world, it's all broken into quarters. How was your Q1? How was your Q3? Whatever. Okay. This is big right here. Historically, Bitcoin, let's just look at December. It does pretty well. Okay. Or excuse me, in quarter four, Bitcoin does pretty well. And guess what it did this year? It did pretty well, right? Remember, BTC in September, ladies and gentlemen, was at $50,000. Q4 has been great. Now we can go backwards and see Q3 is historically not that good for Bitcoin. Average, bad, pretty good, right? That was a crazy year. But historically, Q3 is not good. Q2 is really not good. Okay, 11, minus 11, plus 7, minus 56. It used to be good. And Q1 is usually small loss for the most part, minus 1, minus 10, 2018, minus 3. But Q1, I believe, is really where we're going to have some clarity of this year going into next year. Now, here's my thought process. If Q1 is bad, we're going to be in not trouble, but I think it's going to be a delayed. Like we're not going to see an altcoin season for a little bit of time. And here's why. Is you had the market price in Trump winning, but you also had the market price in interest rate cuts. And if you guys have some questions on this topic, you guys can ask. But the market was pricing in interest rate cuts really all of next year. That's not happening. Jerome Powell basically said it. And now the market is pricing in, okay, really a pause. The market is pricing in pause in the next couple of meetings in January. And then when's the meeting after that? I think it's in March. Okay, and then in March. So right now, we're going to be looking for some pauses in this market. Okay, this says 89%. We're at 450. I don't know why this category is here. I believe we're at 450 in basis points. It's like two numbers. So, but here's the point. Now you start to see the market start to price in things. And if the market believes that we're not going to have cheaper money, did you guys see what I posted on my Instagram earlier? It's the first time, if I can pull this up real quick. Will this load? Take a look at this. Let me pause this real quick. The median Okay, this is the first time in a long time that it is officially cheaper to build, maybe ever. It is officially cheaper to build a new home than to buy one. You tell me what's going to happen next year. I mean, I don't know. And that's obviously the average, of course. But right now, it is cheaper to go to a builder in America and to build a new home. I mean, that's actually crazy. And that's what people are doing. I mean, I've been looking around and it is literally a better play right now because you're going to immediately have equity in your house. Um, and these interest rates are not going to be friendly as people thought. The average person heard rate cuts coming. Let me wait to buy a house. And they're probably going to pay more than what they would have in the past year. And that's why also like I'm in this weird place as well, like in my life where I'm just like, I don't know about like I love crypto. I want to love real estate, but it's like unless it's producing me income and cash flow, which I'll make some of those plays here soon, does it really make sense? And this is why millionaires and billionaires don't own where they actually live. They own everything else. And I think more than ever, that is going to be the case moving forward. And I think we're going to see crypto drive those numbers actually to prove a bigger point. Like how many people believe in decentralization that's listening right now? Okay, how many people believe? Yeah, it's not liquid exactly. Takes too long to get out until it's like tokenized and until it is I can buy a house for 400K and I can sell it for 500K next week or today if I can put it on a blockchain and list it on a publicly traded on a ledger and list it on something like an OpenSea. I don't know. Okay, back to Bitcoin, back to crypto. Q1, Bitcoin historically performs well, right? In the past 4 years, 68%, 71%. If we could just have a middle ground there, I believe we can get back above to where we are. But if we were to fall, let's talk about it. This does not look too promising right now. Okay. I think this is a very important level where Bitcoin is currently at. And I would not be surprised if BTC comes back and makes a move back into the mid 80s. That would not be surprised, especially if that happens this year. Maybe we get something like this. Maybe we get something like this. But there's a lot of money sitting right there that I don't like. And there are some levels in here, a lot of imbalances, a lot of different things we look at. On the Bitcoin futures chart, okay, you have this gap from 77 to like 80. Okay. That could be a level that we watch for BTC. So here's the question for you is if the market were to drop, are you ready? Are you prepared? Now, this is not one of those messages saying sell it all. But this is one of those messages saying if you did not take profit in the past 90 days, you are a greedy, you can fill in the blank. Okay. If you had XRP in your portfolio, and I'm going to show you a level here that I like for XRP. If you had XRP in your portfolio, literally 5 weeks ago, this was under 60 cents, under 50 cents, and you did not take anything out of the market. I mean, come on. Come on. Let's get in the habit of slowly exiting. Let's realize that nothing is going to go up forever. Now, here with XRP, you did have a massive spike in volume, the biggest volume on the daily time frame really since 2023. And after that big spike, the market dropped. And then it went sideways. After this big spike right here, the market dropped. Now the question is where is XRP? And it's going to do something similar to Bitcoin. But keep that in mind. This is it. Like this is a very important level right here. Right here. This breaks and we can go anywhere into the 140s, 150s, 160s. Very important level right here. Where literally, even where we're at. I do like some leverage setups. I'm going to send that to all my students hereafter. Definitely closer to $2, 205, 206. I'll send that to my students here. But yeah, very key level though. Okay, XRP breaks under this wick. And if you don't have any, that's where I would get in. Okay, because I know somebody's about to ask me. If you don't have any XRP, then yes, somewhere down here, 130, 140, 150, not a bad level to layer in. Okay, what is this? Yeah, 130, 140, 150, not a bad layer to level in. Now, here's the question, is how is Bitcoin and how is the king of altcoins, Ethereum, going to act? This is key. If alts are going to make a move, we need to see something like this. Next time ETH gets back up here, I think we go and we create the all-time high. But for right now, what's he going to do? Is he going to do one of these? If it creates this lower high here, it comes back down. Would not be surprised if we saw Ethereum back at 25, 2600. Don't be surprised if that happens, and that would be actually a level in here that I would look to probably DCA Ethereum for the first time in a while. Yeah, in a couple months. So that's a level there. And I'm not going to go into all the different technical terms here, but how many of you guys see this? Okay, this is Athena. This is a project. Guess who they're working with? They're working with the president of the United States, or the next president of the United States. World Liberty Fi is partnering with Athena. The announcement comes like up here. It comes like 10, 15 days ago. Go look at the article. Athena builds this huge level of liquidity. And what does the market do? I sent this out to all my students. And hopefully you made money on this because we caught this entire move to take profit too. So shout out to you if you paid attention. And we hit entry, hit exit, came back to entry, hit exit 1. Probably would hit exit 2. And guess what? The market just gave us this like perfect setup. Easy push to the downside. Don't be caught off guard with where we're at right now in the market if the market wants to come back down. Now, we're also dealing with last couple of days of the year. That's why I think we probably don't have a massive, I don't think we're going to have a massive move to the upside before this year ends. Okay, I don't see a lot of new money wanting to come into the market at this current moment for tax reasons and stuff like that. If there's going to be a big move, I think it's to the downside first. And then Q1, January, February, March. All eyes are going to be on Q1 of next year, new money coming in, all of those different things. The Fed might maybe make a small rate cut, 0.25 basis points, and then start to pause, or they might pause and, or the percentage might lead for a pause. We get the cut, markets go bullish. That can be that's what we saw at the beginning of this year with Jerome Powell. So let's answer some questions in the chat, and then we're going to wrap this thing up here. Nothing is really jumping out the gym, right? Everything is like, well, this is the past like 3 hours because of the daily candle. But nothing's really doing anything crazy. Yeah, I'll take a look at Kusama. I'm not going to look at a lot of different projects, but I'll take a look at a few. I mean, Kusama looks bearish. I mean, I'd like to see it come back into like this wick. I mean, even if it did something like that, we could see some sort of move like that come back and to really fill that candle closer to $27. A lot of these alts look very similar here. He called Solana at $15. Yup. But that means nothing now for the people that are on here. Solana's at 190. All of my students got an incredible entry the other day. Let me know if you caught that at 181. We had an incredible entry down here. Hit exit 1, almost exit 2. Really, really nice setup. And this type of move, like if you look at XRP, kind of what I'd be looking for. If this did this would be a key level for XRP to hold here. And I would target something like 255. Should I sell it all now then? Well, that's up to you. I'm not doing that. Even if everything dropped another 30%, 40%, I'm still not selling. Understand that, and I'll just put it in this perspective for you. This is the decade that we're in. Okay, we're in the 2020s, right? Make this very clear for you. How did 2020 start? Anybody remember? Okay, 2020. I'll give you a little timeline here. 2020. What happened in 2020, everybody? Okay, this was the pandemic, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff happened here, right? 2020. Does anybody remember what happened in 2000? Let's just put this line here. I'm just going to outline some stuff so you guys can just write this down. Anybody remember what happened in 2022? Okay. Oh, yeah. Banks failed. Was it 2022, right? Banks failed. Exchanges failed. Crypto end of the world. Oh, yeah. They changed the definition of recession. Yeah. 2021 was very, it was a bear market. 2022, everything failed. Okay. 2023, so far, 2023 was the, was it the bottom? Yeah, it was the bottom of the market, pretty much. Okay, 2023. There's still a lot of fear to start the year, but market bottomed. If you bought anything, good, shout out to you. And then this is not going to be too good. And then 2024, okay, where we're at now, I'm just going to put it right here. What happened in 2024? I said this earlier on a call. For crypto, okay, for crypto, it was the year of attention and validation. Woof! 2024 for crypto was the year of attention. What do you mean, Mike? ETFs, banks publicly coming in, Larry Fink coming in, BlackRock coming in, Fidelity coming in, all of these things, right? And then validation. What is that? What is attention? What does that type of attention do? Like Michael Saylor just going, people knew Michael Saylor the past year or two, but they didn't know him like they know him now. He got the attention. When the banks came in, it validated it. Okay. Countries, Argentina, El Salvador, speaking, buying publicly Bitcoin, right? We had a presidential election this year, right? Right? Trump wins the election. Market starts to go crazy. So 2024, this was the first time publicly ever in a U.S. presidential election that there was crypto brought up in conversation. But does everybody, okay, here's my point, and then we'll wrap up here. Started with crash. Here's the good news. There's still 5 more years here. He said it in Germany. Yeah, I did that event in Germany in Ulm. And yeah, there was what, 4, 5, 6,000 people there. Talked about it on stage, 100%. Go watch my speech. It's on my Instagram. So, yeah, 5 more years, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 5 years. Started with the crash. I think we're going to have an amazing macro. Let's go macro here. What does macro mean? Macro, zoom out, right? Super simple. Micro, zoom in. If we all just go macro just for a second, and we look at the next 5 years, where do you think crypto is going to be? Okay, you take these quarters and you do this 5 more times. Where do you think we're going to be? Look at the Ethereum quarterly returns. Okay, Ethereum quarterly returns are obviously similar when it comes to the colors, but look at how good Ethereum performs in Q1, everybody. Why does Ethereum matter? Because Ethereum is the king of altcoins. It's just how it is. I don't want it to be that way, but it's just how it is. You go to the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart, guess what? We need to hold this level. I think we do. Maybe we dip a little bit lower. I mean, I'm gonna leave this chart here for you. You know what? I'm gonna actually send this chart to you. I want you to save it. Can I send this chart to you in the chat? Save the chart. Download the chart. Save it. Don't say I didn't try to help you. Whenever this chart bottoms out and it makes this big move back up, guess what? That's when you're going to see altcoins go absolutely parabolic. Now, Mike, are all of them going to do it? No. Okay. Please understand, not all altcoins. I'm going to put this on a shirt. Who would buy this shirt? Not all altcoins were made equal. Should I put that on a shirt? I think I need to do that. Yeah. Not everything is going to go up, everybody. But if you've been building your portfolio and you've been plugged into my mentorship and you've been plugged into what we're doing, I think it's going to be very prosperous next 4 to 5 years for you. Okay. And that's the point. If you, I was just kidding about that, but glad to know I got a couple people here that want that shirt. If you have been positioning yourself, and even if we got a big correction in the market, are you going to panic sell? Are you going to panic sell and get out of the market because the market drops a little bit? Like if Solana loses this level, like I'm just being very honest with y'all. Solana actually did go to 175. I called it on Twitter. And I did tell everybody 175 was going to get hit, and it actually wicked in. But Solana can go back into like this level down here. Like we lose this level. Like this is very possible. Like coming back into this wick, like 115, 120. I know it's a big zone. Anybody can say that, but this is very possible if we lose these levels. Yeah. Good news about Solana is that it is building a tremendous amount of liquidity right there. So whenever that breaks above and pulls back, it's going to go. Yeah. Where do I see Solana going on this run? Everybody's going to say 1,000. I will not wait for 1,000. Okay. I'm going to be very honest with you here. $400, I will be slowly starting to scale out. 400, I will be slowly starting to scale out. Yeah. And remember, this definitely can come back, and it definitely can sweep these lows. That's why we have this box here. And we could even bring that down just a little bit to $100. Easily take out this liquidity, which it might do it now, it might do it in the future. That liquidity I do not like. April to September, we were playing off that level too many times. So keep that in mind. If Sol comes down here and it does one of these, what will you do? What will you do? I'm going to buy it. Good. Good. Smart. Okay. Any last questions? Feel free to drop it in the chat. If you guys haven't gone to MikeSotero.com, please do. We got the book club coming up. And for all the crypto people and stock people, State of Crypto. It's going to be more like a New Year's kickoff. I'm going to talk about 2024. We're going to talk about like some goal setting stuff, some psychology stuff, and put it in your calendar because you showed up here. I got something for you on January 1st. Nobody really knows it except for my graphic designer and a few people on my team. You'll see it on the 1st. I don't want to spoil it, but I got a gift for you to start the new year. Let's just say I've been locked in. And I've been putting some stuff together. This has been one of my favorite things that I've created. It's going to be something for free for y'all to start the year. So make sure you're paying very close attention to my Instagram here, DeFi Mike Sotero, on January 1st at I think like 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern. Pay very close attention. Very close attention, okay? Can you take a look at INJ? Yeah, last one, and then we'll wrap up. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season with your friends and family. Hope you guys had a great Christmas yesterday. Yes, I did get this hat for Christmas. That's why I'm wearing it. I mean, it looks similar to other alts. This may have just retraced 80%. Yep. So this, I mean, this is like a lot of alts look like this. But what do they do? Do they actually break structure again? This is not, I mean, this did break structure, but it's just weak. I don't know if there's going to be enough volume for this to go higher before this year ends. So I think this will come up and fail, and I think it'll come back. To be honest, I don't see a big move happening to the upside before the year ends. I just don't see it. There's about a week left in the new year. So yeah, I mean, if we come up here and we fail, I mean, this could just do one of these and we could see INJ back at $10. So this is why we take profits, everybody. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Like, this is why you go into stable coins. If you were buying Injective, I never called it out like an exact price, but we were covering the project here. Never sent out an entry, but the point is this thing went from, let's just say, $5 to 50. You're really going to be that greedy to not take anything out if you bought somewhere here. Stable coins, everybody, stable coins, stable coin percentage of profits out always. Okay. Set a goal. Okay. So like if I was looking at this chart, let's just make this real simple. If I was looking at this chart and I bought in this blue box and I do not know that price is going to go to $50 and I'm just looking at this and I bought even at $6, $7, $8, I'm immediately taking profits at the all-time high. Well, I'm at least taking my investment out at the all-time high. So now, okay, market goes up, it goes back to the all-time high. Whatever I put in, I take out. Now I'm playing with free money. Now I don't care what it does or how long it goes, essentially. You should still care, but now I'm taking a little bit of profits out as this thing is going up. But at least I got my investment out. And now I can roll that money into something else, or I can wait for this thing to pull back, which the market will always pull back. What is your favorite stable coin? I don't have a favorite. Okay. Which is a stable coin least likely to crash? Probably USDC. Probably USDC. Which is the one that's most likely to crash? Probably Tether. But I don't think it happens right now. Okay. Money to recycle into Bitcoin. Yep. And invest in other projects. Yeah. That's the key. Got to get your money working. Got to get your money working. And you can do that on big pullbacks here in the market. So let's watch Bitcoin here, ladies and gentlemen, the next couple of days. If you guys haven't hit that like button down below, greatly appreciate it if you do. Hit that subscribe button. I got to fix my channel. I did remove a lot of videos. I'm going to put some videos back here. And let's see. I can easily see BTC making a return back down here. So be very careful. Buy in your portfolio on red days. And just don't be shocked if this, does one of these. And then we will look for some sort of accumulation in here to potentially go higher in quarter number 1. Okay. Guys, have a great rest of your night. Head over to MikeSotero.com. I'll put the link in the chat one more time. My book club was changed. Okay. It's not happening. It was not happening in December. We moved it to January 1st. We're going to be covering this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. What does that have to do with trading? Everything. Okay. Everything. Psychology, everything. Get the book before the 1st. And then on my State of Crypto call, you can just register. This is going to be happening on January 3rd, next Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Register. It's completely for free. Make sure you are on there. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your night, and God bless. See you guys on the next stream.